Hey Ashley, I wanted to go over your paper with you and explain the grading and the rubric. So the first thing that I noticed is that it's a little bit short down here, so it all could have used a little bit more to meet those length requirements. Good format. You do have a lot of second person in there. You use the word you quite a bit, so I did notice that. And you didn't use your sources all that often, so let's go through that here. Um, so you have your introduction here and you have your thesis, and I believe that we talked about this. You have your A in one sentence and then your B and C in another. They either need to be in all one sentence or three separate sentences, because it makes it seem like you're going to put these two together and that this one is on its own. So that, your A, B, and C are good, and it's clear what you're going to focus on. It just leaves your audience wondering, is it going to be just an A and or B? Is this the overall thesis? And so it just leaves it where it's a little bit confusing. So let's go down to your A. You do have some capitalization errors. I noticed that you capitalized zoo. Unless it was a title, then you don't capitalize that. Right here, let's see, you put the quotation mark here and it goes here, and then you need to put a page number right here. So right down here you put direct quotes, and anytime you use a source at the end of the sentence, you have to have the last name in parentheses and the page number on all of them. Let's come down here. Here's the capitalization here. Those aren't proper nouns. So you have all of this, and you're only using, I'm only seeing this source right here. So again, page numbers. So you're just not using very many sources. So let's come down to this one. Same thing. This one, let me come back up. You put right here, you put could cost $12,000. And so you would want to cite that specific one because you're giving a very specific amount. And in all of them, you have to have the page number. Right here, you have all of this paragraph, no source, all of this with no source. So you're just very limited on your sources. Again, with the second person. Books. You need to make sure that you're doing this correctly. Things that are longer are in italics, and shorter things are in quotations. And so if all of this is right here, so you did the book correctly if you would have put it in italics, and then down here with the author, you would put the page numbers that you used. If it's only one page, say it's a website, then you put the the paragraph number. So you put PARA and then the paragraph number, and then that tells your audience that it was a one-page article and what paragraph you used. So let's come down here. The first thing I noticed is that you did put the date you accessed it in the website, but there's a lot more to it than just starting out with the website. If there's not an author, then you go to the title, and so there's a lot more to it than just putting your website here. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you have your interview and you have your book. You're missing some periods here. So you're close here on this. Your comma, it's kind of out here. There's a little bit more to this on your EBSCO article. The Toronto Star, I'm guessing that is not the author. And so the title would be the thing that you would put first. If this is the overall place where it came from, that would go over here. And so there's just a little bit more to it. Same thing with this one. There's just a little bit more to it than what you've put. So you have good organization, and so I hope these comments helped explain my grading. And if you have questions, then let me know.